Hello and welcome back to my channel. Today there is a new slab set, so I'm going to be working my way through it. And I know in my last video I mentioned that I was feeling a little bit tired and didn't quite have the right mindset. And today I just want to talk a little bit more about where my motivation is at after kind of having an off week and just telling you all how I'm working through it and trying to move forward. I was just feeling a little bit more tired and mentally drained. My allergies have been acting up, so I don't know if you could tell that in my voice, but yeah, just had a little bit of an off week. With this, I don't want to pretend that I never have bad weeks or I never have lapses in motivation, but rather just want to validate that this is something that happens to everyone. I think what's happening is we are in the thick of summer here in Chattanooga. So today is August 1st, and really things don't start cooling down to my preferred conditions until mid to late October. So we're still a couple months out, and I stopped climbing outside in May. So it's been about 3 months of being mostly indoors. And so this is definitely something that I've gone through before around this time in the summer. After reflecting, I realized, okay, that's just what it is. It's kind of this midsummer lull, and it makes sense to have a little bit of a dip in motivation, given that I really find a lot of joy in climbing outside. And since I haven't done it in a while and doing it again isn't on the horizon for a couple more months, it makes sense to kind of experience this lull. So what can I actually do about it right now? If you had watched my previous videos at the beginning of the summer, you know that my climbing sessions have been fairly unstructured. I wanted to kind of let go of the structure and enjoy the climbing, be a little bit more social, and not worry too much about the exact workouts. And I think I'm at a point now that it's been long enough where that lack of structure is actually creating maybe some anxiety, and the best word that I can use to describe it is maybe some aimlessness. So not really knowing what the purpose of each session is and not really feeling like I'm actually taking steps towards any goal. While it was a good choice at the beginning of the summer, now that it's been a few months, I'm realizing that I think that some structure would actually really help me with my motivation with my gym sessions for the next couple of months. And so moving forward, I think it would be helpful just to have a little bit more intention with each of my sessions. And what I'm actually going to do is start to follow my Adapt training membership preseason track, because all of these factors are already taken into account with the strength, finger, and climbing workouts. So I'm going to go ahead and put myself on a more structured plan, and hopefully that helps with the motivation and just feeling like I'm working towards my fall goals. My first couple tries, I was trying to stand up slowly to the next hold, but then my right foot kept slipping. And so now I'm trying it a little bit more dynamically and just trying to figure out the best position from which to jump. It is still kind of an awkward crouched position that I'm jumping from right now, and I'm not quite getting the height that I need. I'm not quite able to direct my hips the way I need to for it. So I'm going to try a different jumping position and see if that helps. Another thing that I know gets to me personally once I've been kind of stuck in the gym for a more extended period of time is not feeling like I can gauge how hard I'm climbing. And it's definitely a mindset difference from when I've been climbing outside a lot, right? Because right now I'm falling on this white tag, which is supposed to be a B4 or 5. And I know I went through this exact thing a handful of months ago while I was climbing outside. And when I was climbing outside, I was like, oh, no big deal. It's a good challenge. It's a good puzzle. And now that I've been stuck in the gym, it's a little bit more like, oh my gosh, I can't do this V4 or 5, and I normally project V10 to 12 outside. What does this mean about my climbing? And it's important to just take a step back and remember, okay, this is just a different context, and it's the same exact situation that I experienced months ago, but I had a totally different mindset about it. So just keeping things in perspective and remembering that. It's also a reason why I really like that benchmark workout, because it is a more objective way to kind of see how you're feeling on the same exact climb. It's okay that these thoughts are coming up, but just acknowledging them and kind of addressing them head on. All right, I am not quite figuring out this blue one, so I'm going to move on to the yellow tags and see how those go, and then I can come back to this one after taking a little bit of a break from it. technically I can reach that left hand hold from those 2 feet. What I'm having trouble doing is getting into a position where my right hand is on that left pulling hold with both feet in that position. So I need to figure out how to transition my weight over there and have the feet in the right position so that I can go for that hold. When I tried to go from just the left foot on, I wasn't able to get the height and wasn't able to generate enough. So I do need both of those feet on. That felt pretty hard, but hopefully my body has learned that foot hop, and I'm gonna rest a little and I'll try it from the beginning and see how it goes. Well, that felt really hard, but glad to have finished it off. Definitely felt pretty desperate pretty much throughout the entire thing, but maybe that is just how slab is. So I'm going to try the next yellow tag and see how it goes. that right hand that I'm going to, it's a jug, and I am pretty doubtful that I'd be able to do this move more dynamically because I'm just not getting the height. And then when I kind of sized it up from the hold that I'm going to, I had to be fully pressed out on my left arm. So what I'm going to try next is figuring out a way to mantle up onto that left hand and try and do the move slowly because, yeah, like I said, I just don't think that I'm going to be able to end up in that position in a dynamic way. I'm having trouble getting on top of that higher right foot. My left foot is just pretty low, so it's hard to get over it. It did feel like I was able to get fairly on top of the lower of the two right foot options, but I don't have the span to reach the hold. So it might be sort of a combination of getting into the mantle and then also having to jump and come off of the right foot. So I'll keep experimenting with it. All right, so what happened there was I was able to figure out the motion getting over the lower of the two right feet and was able to get the movement down, but just was a bit short. And so I decided to see if what I had learned from the lower foot I could apply to using the higher foot, and I can. So time to put it all together and see if I can finish this one up. That one really didn't feel so bad once I figured out the beta for it. And sometimes that's how it goes. Most of the process is just figuring out the beta, and then once you know it, it's just a matter of executing. So glad that one went quickly after I figured it out. So I'm going to head back to the white tag with the blue holds and see if I can finish that one. That time I got my right foot up a little bit higher and further on the right of that hold, and it actually gave me some sideways motion that helped me get over to the left side of the hold I was jumping to, which is the best part of the hold. So I'm going to rest a little. I'll try it from the start, and hopefully I can stick that move from the ground. Okay, done with that one. The session definitely started off pretty rough with these slabs, but I'm glad I stayed patient and stuck with it and tried them enough times to figure out the beta and then was able to execute in the end. So like I said, in the coming videos, my workouts are going to be a little bit more structured and I will let you know the details of them as I do them. And yeah, excited to move forward with a little bit more structure, and hopefully that helps with my motivation and getting through these last few months of summer. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you all next week.